Do the rest of the council members expect to return for the meeting?
I have no idea.
Oh, I would appreciate it if they were going to be here. If we take the opportunity to get up and speak, I think it's probably respectful and appropriate that the council members be engaged and listen unless an emergency has taken them away. Could you see if the rest of the board is going to return?
Please go ahead. You're using up your time. Please go ahead.
I am using up the time because we came to talk and we certainly expect to be listened to, and oftentimes I find that the demeanor
We're here to listen to you.
I often find at times that the demeanor of the board is one of either lack of interest or getting up and walking around and talking to other people and leaving for drinks and coming back. And the meeting is not that long. I don't really see why it's so difficult for everyone to stay focused for a period of time. We come here to be heard. We expect our council members to be here and to be listened to.
You left to go to the bathroom. Go ahead,
Is there
please.
anyone else who's returning, Mr. Blake?
Please go ahead, please.
I know you want me to go ahead, and I know that there's rules that you've set up here, but I'm here to speak to the council people.
You're using up your own time. So.
Well, no, I'm not using up my own time. I'm using up all of our time because Mr. Blakeman was sitting, and honestly, he looked like he was going to fall asleep there for a minute. And now he's just left and hasn't returned, and I find that unbelievably disrespectful. I'm here to speak on behalf of the Town of Hempstead Animal Shelter. I'm the adoption coordinator. Is that a problem, Mr. Hughes? Oh, you seem to have reacted very remarkably to that. I'm going to say this and I'm going to make it clear. We've talked and talked and talked and talked. I've addressed you. We've written things. We've said things. I am going to ask you once and for all to get things squared away at the Town of Hempstead Animal Shelter. The place is a disaster. We have staffers that are having their hours cut. We're having part-timers that are coming from other departments that are not well suited and are in fact liabilities, that have gotten bitten and injured, and it has a short-term goal for really no benefit to either the animals or the staff members, because now you're paying for injuries. And now well-adept staff are being pulled either by choice or by design into other departments. It eludes all practicality. It makes no sense whatsoever. We have animals that are still being sent off to rescues that we have no idea where we're sending them to. They could be under cruelty charges. They could be up for euthanasia. We really have no idea. The direction of the shelter has become a hoarding situation where the animals are just being held literally like a pound. Any idea of it being an adoption center has been systematically dismantled over the past several years. There are no adoption events off-site. There are no adoption events on-site. We're still waiting for the certified trainer to show up. We still have someone who's not qualified making recommendations. And again, we're turning people away left and right. We just keep talking circles. Everybody says they're listening. I'm a cut to the chase kind of person. Once and for all, I am asking you to restore that shelter back to the adoption center that we achieved 2 years ago. It has been systematically destroyed under the direction of Mike Pastore over the past 2 years. And everybody talks and everybody listens, but nobody does anything, nothing active. We now have someone who's in our buying and purchasing department. We are consistently running out of materials. Not just toner and cartridges and paper. We are running out of kitten food, dog food, Clavamox, medications. We have kittens that are eating the wrong food because we can't keep the supplies appropriately ordered. And again, that's under new leadership. And the people that were there who previously had done it had done an appropriate job, and those people were taken out. These animals and these people are not piles of papers that you can put off to the side and expect to come back to on Monday. Kittens have to eat. Dogs have to be fed. Animals need medication. We had 4 days where we didn't have one box to take a cat home in. And you take it home in your pocket. How do you take the cat home? We don't have any boxes. Doesn't happen once, doesn't happen twice. It happens all the time. Enough is enough. I am asking once and for all, you've got to be tired of this. I'm exhausted from it, but I assure you I will not go away until this is rectified. Return this adoption shelter back to the previous progressive state that it was in. And once again, that is not going to happen under the philosophical values that's there. I don't understand. I don't understand why you would want to have a glut of animals sitting and sitting and sitting, not able to be adopted out. It's counterintuitive. And having people coming from sanitation, highways, and all kinds of unrelated departments that are now handling animals that are putting themselves at risk and putting those animals at risk. And now you're paying, and we're all paying, for the accidents and the injuries and all the things that have occurred. It makes no sense at all. And I beg of you, once and for all, please make this right. Make this right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
And thank you.
Meter Meriday.
That was very abrupt, and I don't appreciate that.
Meter Meriday, please. Ms. Meriday?